Alrighty! What's up, everybody? My peeps! How's it going, you sexy, sweaty bitches? And all you other smelly pieces of garbage. It is I, the ever so hot Peter fucking Joseph here for another video right here on the official Peter Joseph YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down there in hell. Also known as the description box below on this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Leave a comment if you wish. But if you leave stupid comments, you will get banished to hell and you'll go bye-bye. You get blocked, and if you don't like that, well, talk to Satan. Or cry to your mama. Either one. They ain't gonna listen to you. But anyway, you don't like it too fucking bad. That's it. So, be respectful and leave comments about the topic at hand, or, could ask me, regular questions, but don't leave stupid, weird questions. Or, I'm not going to answer it. I'm just going to delete it. So, it is what it is. I have a zero tolerance policy on my channel, so one strike, you're out, pretty much. And if you don't like that, well, too bad. That's that. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Show your love and support, but if you're not real there, bye-bye to you there, too. And also, don't forget to share the video all over the internet. But most importantly, please hit that fucking bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video, because you miss anything, well, you need to be banished to the shadow realm. Because pretty much you're SOL, and I think we all know what that means. Ha! And that's that. So, once again, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and for more, and that is, as they say, as that. And if you're new here, welcome to the goddamn party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, you grab a cold one, especially on these days, because it is summer, the second official day of summer, first official weekend of summer. Oh, and it is hot, pretty much across this great land of America. So, hope everybody is hydrated, whatever you got. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And if you like it, great. You don't, get out of here and go fuck yourselves and burn in this heat. Pretty much. And that's that. And thank you for your support. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Besides being in tremendous pain right now, it is hot here in New York City. 83 degrees on Friday! Gotta get out on Friday! Something for the weekend. But we're cool for the summer. June the 21st, 2024. Like I said, the first official weekend of summer. So, still by the time it gets dark, it's like around 9 o'clock. But that's going to be going down pretty soon. Right after July 4th weekend, down the drain it goes. So, by the end of this month, going into August, it'll still be around 8:15, 8:30 when it gets dark. But by the time we hit Labor Day weekend, getting close to around 7:30, quarter to 8 o'clock, dark. When it gets officially pitch black dark. We got a long way to go before we even turn the clocks back. That's the first weekend of November. So we got a long summer to go, and fall as well. So, but it is what it is. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Go to the beach if you can, depending on where you live, and have fun. And put on that sunscreen. You don't want to get a bad sunburn. You look like a red lobster. Hot lobster! But it is what it is. Be safe at the beach. Getting a nice, good-looking tan. All those ladies with those thong bikinis showing off their tatas and their booty. It's always a good time. But, be safe in the ocean because of those rip currents. Be safe out there, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe. And have a good summer. And that's that. Alright, so it is Friday late afternoon, Friday, June the 21st, 2024. Thank you all for watching once again, right here on the Peter Joseph channel. Oh, by the way, I'm Peter Joseph, a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And if you like it, great. You don't, go fuck yourself. And that's it. Alright, we got SmackDown coming your way in just about an hour or so. Should be a pretty interesting night. Tonight on SmackDown in Chicago, Illinois, the hometown of that guy named Phil Brooks. CM Punk back in Chicago tonight. Question is Drew McIntyre somewhere lurking in Chicago? Is the Wyatt Six gonna show up tonight? What's gonna happen with Cody? He looks like he's gonna be on a collision course with a guy named Solo, me bookie. Solo, soon to be Cesar, or Caesar Sikoa, because WWE did file a trademark for Cesar Sikoa. So I think that's gonna be Solo's new name. Is it gonna be Caesar or Solo? Something like Caesar or Caesar, something like that. I'm like, why? That makes no freaking sense. Cesar Sikoa or Caesar Sikoa? What do you think he is, freaking Julius Caesar? No. No. You're not the tribal chief. You're not Julius Caesar. You're just Solo. You know, basically one of Roman's bitches, but it is what it is. But looks like we're going to get Solo Sikoa. Excuse me. And Cody, MDKOD Cody, possibly at SummerSlam. Now, a lot of people are like, well, what about Randy Orton's spotless voice? You got me, Vern. You got me. Maybe Randy gets in if he wins Money in the Bank. He has a match tonight with, I believe, Tama Tonga and Mello, I believe. I know Kevin Owens is in one. So we'll see what happens tonight. Money in the Bank qualifying matches for the men and the women. I think we're going to see Tiffy Tiff. It's Tiffy time. Daddy! I'm in Money in the Bank. I'm going to win. Well, I hope so, Sunshine.
What do you mean you hope? I will win. Just for you, Daddy.
Okay, Sunshine. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
But we'll see what happens with that tonight on SmackDown, and a whole lot more. Also, Chad Gable, bye-bye, so long, farewell. He got murdered by the Wyatt Six, amongst everybody else on Raw, and Pat McAfee, even though Pat McAfee came on today with his podcast saying, oh, it was just technical difficulties, maybe the Wyatt Six invaded. Duh! So, we'll see what happens with that, but Chad Gable has been taken out of the Money in the Bank qualifying match that he was supposed to be in this Monday night, and then in his place is the Russian Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. So pretty much, Gable is done. Alpha Academy, no more. So he's going to be taking time off, but depends on when he does come back. How is he going to come back? Is it still going to be Chad Gable? Is he going to have the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile with him? I don't know. I guess we'll have to find out. By Money in the Bank, I guess. And we got all that. Also Logan Paul and Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That is a fact of life. See where they go. Tag team, DIY and he did it. Grayson Waller and Theory brought on the collision course for the tag team belts. So we'll have to see what happens tonight on a great episode of SmackDown from Chicago, Illinois. Also got Rampage coming up tonight at 10. Heard it's a pretty good show from the spoilers. A lot of New Japan guys on that show. El Phantasmo, Shingo against Dalton Castle. I might want to see that. So that Forbidden Door is pretty much revolving and wide open, but holy shit with the Dynamite ratings this past week. Oh my gosh, their lowest rating in the 5-year history of AEW. 502,000 views. And I'm not talking about the 300 they got, during the Tuesday Night War back in November of last year. When they were head-to-head with NXT, when they had Cody, The Undertaker, all those big stars they had that night. And surprisingly, they didn't even with the GOAT of all GOATs of the modern era, The Undertaker, they still couldn't get 1 million. Getting close to 900, but still. NXT right now is on fire. Everybody's like, oh, NXT sucks! I know they're getting like 750,000 views almost every last couple weeks. And the demo's doing pretty well. But right now AEW's in the toilet. They're in the toilet. I know it's Forbidden Door time and nobody knows who half of these people from New Japan. And most of the people from New Japan are on the roster. Okada, Ocean Spray, Ibushi, Shibata, in a way, Mercedes Moné, but, she's from WWE slash New Japan Strong. But they're putting people, like, from the CMLL, like, nobody knows these people. Like, Titan was on Ring of Honor last night. Hikaru is going to be on, I believe, tonight or tomorrow for Collision. Nobody knows who the fuck he is. We got El Phantasmo tonight, Shingo, who's taking on Dalton Castle, Denny's taking on Danielson, and from what I heard about that match, the aftermath, to catch this in the G1, is Danielson going to be in the G1? I hope not. For his sake, I hope not. Because that is a grueling as fuck tournament. That lasts not a long time, like very long time, but it lasts pretty much from the middle of July to August, like a month. With no off days, by the way. None. So you're wrestling every fucking day, pretty much. So if you get hurt, you're fucked. You are pretty much fucked because you have to work through that shit. Or forfeit the entire tournament, pretty much. Or forfeit the match you're going to be in. So, if I was Danielson, as much as he loves New Japan, and I would love for him to be in the G1, I think everybody would, I probably think he'll never be in the G1. Eddie Kingston could be in the G1 last year, I should say, and did pretty well. Didn't win it. I think he got to the semifinals and lost. But we all know who won. Naito! And also, nobody knows who the fuck Naito is! Don't you people watch New Japan? Oh, that's right, none of you do because you're marks. New Japan sucks! Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck are these women from Japan? From Stardom, Mina Shirakawa, Manuna Bonuna, Who the hell is Stephanie Vercora? Who is Zusix? All these people that we don't know who the fuck they are. Alex Windsor. Maybe if you'd done some research, you wouldn't have this stupid opinions that you have. New Japan sucks! Nobody cares about New Japan! Nobody watches it! Bullshit, nobody watches it. Bullshit. I guess you people don't want to waste money, like $15.99 or whatever, I think it's $14.99 a month, to watch New Japan. I get it for free! Why? Because I'm a very important Peter. That's why. I'm a Mr. VIP, motherfuckers. And Mr. Obari gives me free subscriptions every month, so ha! Oh yes, and I do. I have a good partnership with Mr. Obari-san. Thank you, Mr. Obari-san. And I get to watch Stardom for free too if I wanted to, but I don't really watch a Stardom. Besides, unless like Mina Shirakawa's there, Miyu Iwatani's there, the other Miyu, the evil one, not the good one, but there's two Miyus, or Mayu or whatever it is. Sometimes Rio's over there, sometimes Mariah May goes over there. Good stuff Stardom has, but like they come over and like, who the fuck is this guy? This chick. Or this guy. And they're like, nobody. That's why nobody wants to watch during Forbidden Door season, because nobody, like, who is this? What's your name? Ah! What's your name? What do you do here? See, but if you would have done some research, that's why they have Google. That's why they have YouTube. I mean, look it up, watch a match or two. With Shingo, Ibushi, you know, people like that. Shingo, Naito. God forbid Hiromu Takahashi comes over. You know, any all the members of not Fox, not MFI. I'm sorry, Los Ingobernables de Japón. You know, or they bring over the House of Torture. You know, evil. That's not really evil, but you know, the House of Torture, the Bullet Club, War Dogs. You know, basically anybody. They brought over TMDK. I think we all know who Zack Sabre Jr. is. I mean, then they brought over the New Japan Strong and IWGP Tag Team Champions, which are basically the Shane Thorne and the other guy that used to be in NXT. Those Aussies, you know what they are. I think they're Aussies. But anyway, they're part of TMDK. They were on Collision last week. I was like, who the fuck are these guys? Seriously. If you have 15 fucking bucks, you could get New Japan every fucking month.
Yeah, but I want to waste my money on Peacock.
Or Netflix, when Raw goes to Netflix in January. NXT's gonna be starting October the 1st, actually, on the CW11. That's a Tuesday night, by the way. Those ratings are going to be fucking insane. Because it's a major national network. I think everybody gets Channel 11 or wherever you may live. SmackDown starting September the 13th on the USA Network. Not that they're going to do great ratings on the USA Network, but on a Friday, yeah. Especially on a Friday. Well, I don't know. They'll still probably get like 1 million somewhat views, but not like the 2 million, 2.5 million they get on Fox. But still. It is what it is. But right now, AEW is in the toilet. I mean, 500,000 views for Dynamite. And it was a pretty good Dynamite, and I'm going to get into it right now. But, like, everybody's like, who the fuck is Rouge? Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? I mean, nobody watches Rampage these days anyway, so that's why they get, like, 300,000 views. Collision, at best, gets around 500,000. So, yeah, AEW's in the toilet. And all the WWE marks and the AEW haters are like, 500,000. Sucking each other's cocks and everything. NXT's great. They beat AEW 2 times in a row. Big deal. Big deal. Why are we worried? Why is all you fucking haters have to do that? Why? Can't you just watch the goddamn product before making your stupid assumptions? Because you know what happens when you assume? You assume the position, pretty much. You sound like an ass. Just enjoy the show as best you can. If you don't like it, change the channel. Simple. It's like watching my videos. You don't like it? Don't watch. Go on another channel. But I know you will because you stay with me. And you love it. Can't get enough of it. Hoorah! You know? But it is what it is. But yeah, 500,000 views for Dynamite. Ouch! I can only imagine what Rampage is going to get this weekend. And Collision. Not looking good, guys. Not looking good at all. And no, I did not pick my nose. So, and even if I did, so what? Alright, we got all that. So that's that. The other thing I'll do a separate video about this. Shane McMahon. You know, Shane O'Mac. Here comes the money. Shane O'Mac. I'm dancing, Dad. I'm dancing. Look at me. I'm dancing all the way to AEW, Dad. Stop it. Shane McMahon, there's a possibility, and even Jim Ross, back down, Jim Ross! Shane McMahon, back down! Shane McMahon possibly, maybe talking to AEW about maybe coming into the company. If he does, I'm interested. I would love Shane McMahon to really you're not even gonna put a nail in WWE's coffin right now, but that would be very interesting to have Shane McMahon and AEW working for or with, well, I guess with Tony Khan and Shad Khan and maybe the Bucks and Okada, and everybody else in the elite. That would be funny. Shane McMahon just pops up on AEW Dynamite and cuts a scathing promo about WWE. I don't like my brother-in-law, Hunter. The name on the contract does say McMahon, but it's Shane McMahon who bought WCW. Who bought WCW. That invasion angle was great. Could have been done differently and lasted much longer, and if Triple H didn't get hurt, the what ifs of wrestling. What if Triple H didn't get hurt during the invasion angle? How WCW probably would have been done anyway, but with people that had deals with with Time Warner, AOL during the death of WCW, basically. If those people some of those people would have came over. Like Sting, Luger, maybe like Scott Steiner, even though he did kind of come over, but any event, if you had Luger, Sting, and maybe you bring over Hall, Nash, and Hogan like a year earlier than they did, that invasion angle, holy crap, would have just blew up. But sadly, Triple H injured his quad. Sting went to TNA, basically. Luger kind of went to TNA too. All the other guys, they brought in like Booker T. It was great. They brought in DDP. Had a good run as a Stalker. Then that really weird. It's a good thing. That whole thing, that gimmick was just weird. Yeah, DDP became the U.S. champ. The last actual title he actually won. And that was that. And then, the invasion angle was pretty good for the few months that it was. And then they brought in ECW, when basically ECW was done and bought by Vince McMahon. Well, actually, it wasn't bought. It was kind of bought at the time. But then, by the time One Night Stand 2 came around, it probably was, it was really WWE ECW and Vince McMahon's WWE ECW. And pretty much ECW was a watered down version of what it really was. And I'm really surprised at A&E for doing a biography of the birth of ECW. Why don't you do the death of ECW? Oh, that's right, we have a DVD of that. The rise and fall of ECW. We don't even need a biography. That was just a waste. That was a waste to see the birth of ECW. We could just watch the DVD. Then you had the biography of Ricky Steamboat the week before that. That was great. Eddie Guerrero SA. That was epic. Man, your biography was so fucking epic, Eddie. I fucking cried. I was through the whole thing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, pero, But I had a great life. I'm still kicking ass in heaven and getting the mamacitas with the Latino heat, pero. I know. China's having a ball with you. Yeah, we're going to a party tonight. We're gonna have some sangria and, tacos and burritos, Oh, okay. I didn't need to know more than that, but that's okay. But just have fun and be safe, okay? Eddie, and treat China right, please, for the love of God. And your son, Dom, pretty much about to hit hit that Liv Morgan putty, if you know what I mean. I taught him well, because he has that Latino heat, because I'm his real puppy. Not Ray, because Ray would have never taught Dom to get a hot chick like Liv Morgan, is he? Oh, that's the, that's fucking true. Fuck you, Rey Mysterio. Well, yeah, Dom gonna get some of that Liv Morgan pussy. I mean, if he's liking and reposting on Twitter and Instagram, you know he's hitting it on the side. I don't care if he is engaged to be married. He's hitting that Liv Morgan pussy on the side. You know he is. I mean, no woman can withstand, especially, well, Latino heat, but they can't withstand, they can't stop and drool over Italian heat too. It's true. It's true. It is damn true. You know the ladies love an Italian guy. Because Italians are great lovers. It's a proven fact. It's a proven fact. Look it up. It's a proven fact, man. I mean, as much as I love my Asian chicks, I'm not married to an Asian, but I wish I was. You know, I have my fascination for Io, Kairi, and Asuka, and Mina Shirakawa, and pretty much any other Japanese chick that comes down the pipe. You know, but I like to diversify. I don't discriminate. I love Mercedes Moné, you know, because she's Puerto Rican. She is Puerto Rican, by the way. You know, I love my Puerto Rican ladies too. You know, Diamante. You know, she's gay, but lesbian. But there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I don't discriminate. I love Charlie Caruso. You know, Mariah Mays. You know, just scrumptious. Saraya Knight. You know, there's a lot of hot chicks in wrestling. Hot. Just saying. But, you know, can't have them. I wish I could, but, you know. We all like to fantasize and shit. But it is what it is. But yeah, Dom definitely getting with Liv Morgan pretty damn soon. I mean, they're just teasing. They're just gonna kiss and they're gonna make out and just follow each other. I mean, freaking when Liv Morgan basically got knocked off the apron right on the Dom and was pretty much in cowgirl position on Dom's bingot, you know what I mean? And how she kind of maneuvered a little bit. Dom was like, fuck my girlfriend. Wouldn't you just like, pfft. I mean, if some hot chick like Liv Morgan just got knocked off the apron onto you and she's just like on top of you, basically straddling you, why move? I'm not moving. Well, this is like somebody like Nia Jax, you know, but because she's fat, you know. Not fat shaming her, but, you know. I mean, you know, people like that, but, you know, me personally, no. Get Nia Jax away from me. Get big Beyonce away from me. I'm just saying. But, yeah. Let me move on. But, anyway, enough about that Eddie Guerrero, that, you know, Latino Heat, Dom stuff. But, yeah, Shane McMahon. Man, I would love for him to be in AEW. Oh, that would just, like, pfft, blow the roof off of the wrestling industry. You never know. But anyway, we move on. Alright, we got SmackDown coming up in about 45 minutes, so I'm going to get this done and out of the way. Then later tonight, probably, I'm going to see if I can do my Shane McMahon video for AEW, so do it properly. Then later tonight, SmackDown and Rampage coming your way. So maybe a triple threat tonight, but we'll see. Excuse me. Too much beer. We'll see how everything plays out later tonight. I've got that. Oh, by the way, how about those Mets de Nueva York? How about those New York Mets? 8 out of 9 they've won. They won today. Obliterated the Cubs. The Cubs! 11-1. Obliterated them. They are red hot. The Mets are red hot right now. Battling the Nationals for third place. They're leaps and bounds behind the Phillies. I don't think they're going to catch them unless the Phillies collapse. They're not going to win the division. But JD's Braves, even without Acuna and a couple other people, they're still leading that division by I think 6 or 7 games. Still, it's basically the Braves division again. Like it has been for pretty much the last 9 years. Yeah, pretty much since 2015. It was the last time the Mets won the freaking the NL East. I think Philly won 1 year after from 16 on. I think pretty much been either the Braves or the Phillies. That's it. The Mets has been in 3rd or 4th place really the last couple of years. But right as it is right now, they're 2 games under 500. They could be at 500 by the end of this weekend if they sweep the Cubs. I think they can. But it is what it is. Senga's going to be coming back maybe by the end of next week because he's going to start a rehab stint. Now, I'm worried about Senga a little bit when he comes back and he gets back in that rotation, how he's going to perform. But if he could be the Senga like he was last year, it wasn't so much Jekyll and Hyde. If he can pitch like we know he can pitch, that Met rotation minus a couple of guys, that is pretty lethal. Yet Severino has been pitching his ass off. Manaya's up and down a little bit. Quintana's garbage. I hope he gets traded at the trade deadline. Then you got McGill who's up and down. Then you got Peterson. You can slot him in as a 6th guy or a bullpen guy. But yeah, Quintana, go bye-bye. And then some of the bullpen just sucks. Ottavino, get him out. Drew Smith, get him out. There's a couple other guys, get him out. Let's be sellers so we can make that playoff push come August. But, right now, going into July, the Mets' schedule gets a little bit easy. After this weekend, they got the Yankees at home Tuesday and Wednesday night. Probably lose at least maybe one or both of those games. The Yankees can't even beat the Baltimore Orioles right now. And they're playing Atlanta tonight. Oh, please do us a favor. As much as I hate the Yankees, please do us a favor and sweep the Braves, and hopefully the Mets can sweep the Cubs and gain a few games. I think they're 13 out. Or 12 and a half. No, wait. They're 13 now because they won. And Washington plays Colorado this weekend. So they're battling for 3rd place. And a 2nd or 3rd wild card with other teams. But, gonna be an exciting summer! Hopefully for the Mets, but we'll see. And that's that. But, yeah, Yankees play tonight. Mets are playing this weekend. Good time. Good times. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late and out-of-date after 34 minutes of spiel. It is time, finally, for your late and out-of-date AEW Dynamite! Yes, review for June the 19th, 2024, and we are emanating from the Eagle Bank Arena in the great city of Fairfax, Virginia. Or Virginia. For you people that can't pronounce it. Virginia! We got that. And our commentary team pretty much every Wednesday night, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the biggest Met fan I know, and he is happy today, Tad Red Hook Mets brother. Okay. We got that. And the legend himself, the great man that he is, he should be in the Hall of Fame, my good friend, probably not yours but mine, but he is my friend, Tony Baloney Schiavone. Alright, we are 1 week away from Forbidden Revolving Door 3. I got a couple of new matches on the show, on the card I should say. So, the card is starting to come together. I think it's going to be an epic show. probably the show of the month. Because Battleground sucked. Not didn't suck that bad, but you know, it is what it is. Pretty much beat out Clash at the Castle, which wasn't that great either. So I think Forbidden Door is gonna be good. I think against all odds was way better than Clash at the Castle. Way better. But that's just my opinion. But as we all know, my opinion matters more than yours. But I digress. And that's that. Alright, let's get into the show. Let's not waste any more time. As I already wasted 35 minutes of your precious time, and I don't give a fuck. Alright, so we start off commercial free, first hour, and we start with Maxwell Jacob Fartknocker, MJF, taking on Bruce. This was a very hard-hitting match, brutal, and 14 minutes, not bad. So it starts off with Bruce beating the ever-living crap out of MJF to start. MJF then starts strutting like, woo, that nature boy, Ric Flair. He throws up a chop, and he's like, ah! Roddy Piper poking the eye. That was hilarious. And then, I think the referee, I think it was Paul Turner, I forget who the referee was, I don't give a shit. Anyway, the referee checks on Roosh in the corner, which causes a distraction, and then Roosh gets right up and headbutts MJF down. Looked like he hit him right in the mouth, because MJF's like grabbing his mouth, like, oh, my man wants some teeth. But if on replay, you hit him in the shoulder. But anyway. Anyway, after that, Roosh hits MJF in the face again, unloads on him with some thorns in the corner, then does the Tranquilo pose a la Andrade, a la a certain guy named Naito. That just makes MJF mad, and he charges at him, starts beating him up, but then Roosh knocks him down. Goes for the bull's horns and missed. MJF gets a near fall of a small package. You know the thing or two about small packages, is that right there, MJF? You Michael Dick. Anyway, that's an old joke. Anyway, a lifting DDT, almost like Saraya Knight's Rampage type move, gives MJF a near fall. Then he hits a power driver for a near fall as well. Then we get a little breather, and then MJF charges right into a suplex, like a exploder in the corner, which almost looked bad. And then we get a cross arm power driver, which I've never seen before. It looked nasty. Gives Roosh a near fall. They go to the outside. Roosh throws MJF into the barricade a few times. Ow! And then Roosh throws a chair inside, and the referee has to oh no, you can't use the chair. I'm going to get it out of here now. But that distraction allowed Roosh to grab the ever so popular green electrical cables, started whipping MJF like he was a slave, like Kunta Kinte. My name is Toby. Toby, be a good slave. Anyway, and then Roosh goes for a charge. And then MJF moved, and Roosh hits the barricade, but he comes right back into a suplex on MJF off the apron. Ow, that too. They get back in, barely before the count of 10. Roosh tries again for the bull's horns, gets cut off with a hard clothesline, and then MJF hits a spine buster. Then he hits the heat seeker into a spinning blade buster. We never saw MJF do that before. 1, 2, 3, MJF gets the win in 14 minutes. Pretty good match, 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. So MJF gets the win. I think this is his first match back from injury, so, back to his winning ways, so we get that, and we move on. Alright, after the match, the Cage of Agony, Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony, Toa Lioa and Bishop Quan! I know not Quan! They pop up on the Tron, and Hechesolo is there as well, and then Brian Cage announces that Hechesolo will take on MJF while his match at Forbidden Door. That's a Rampage / I would you could put. I would even put this on the pre-show. 0 hour. Why would you put this on the main show? I would have this on Rampage or Collision. I know MJF is supposed to be on Collision soon, but so far it's not official yet. So MJF really had nothing to say about it. So that's that. So we'll see what happens as we move on. Alright, then we go to back with Renee Paquette, who's with some All-Stars. We have the Funky Chicken himself, the Ring of Honor champion, Mark Briscoe, and as always, we have to give props and pay homage to the great man up there, you great man up there, you Jay Briscoe, each for the star, boy. So he's there with Kyle O'Reilly, Auto Parts. We have Dante Martin of Top Flight, and also freshly squeezed orange juice, Orange Cassidy. They're going to be taking on Roddy, Kyle Fletcher, I believe Takeshita, and no, I forgot who they're facing. I don't know, it doesn't matter. They're in an 8-man all-star tag team. I know Roddy's in it, and I think Fletcher. I think it's Roddy, Fletcher, Takeshita, and Zack Sabre Jr. So that should be interesting. So Mark Briscoe starts talking, hyping up his friends, and he's ready for revenge and redemption. And then out of nowhere, Jack Perry, the scapegoat, just walks by. He's like, "What's up, motherfucker?" No, he didn't say it like Jerome. "You said something, motherfucker?" "No, Jerome, I did not ask for you. Get the hell out of here. Go snort some coke, motherfucker. Just watch him, please. Mike, go watch him, please." "I'll watch him." Like, "Jerome, go over there, you son of a bitch." Okay, Mike, just calm down, please. I don't need you and Jerome fighting. I have to come up there and kick both your asses. "No, I'll be easy. Okay, I'll try." "Okay, don't try. You do it." Okay. Bye! Anyway, move on. Alright, so he comes in, everybody gets mad, and then for some reason, Mark Briscoe goes on a humongous tirade. And Kyle's like doing all these weird and he's like, "I love that guy!" I'm like, what the fuck, Kyle? You okay? Kyle O'Reilly, you okay, man? Weird. Alright, so they all leave, and then Renee's like, what's going on here? She's like looking at Dante Martin. Dawn's like, "Pfft, got me." And then she looks right at Orange Cassidy, who gives her a friendship bracelet. Then they bump fists and then leave. I was like, okay. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. We'll see what happens in that 8-man tag team match later. Alright, then we go to probably, I think, the best segment of the night. Will Ocean Spray reach for the sky? Whoa! So he has a face-to-face with the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, and it's time to dance. Swerve. Who comes out with my good buddy Prince Nana. Just Prince Nana. Alright, so Ocean Spray brags about his success, calls himself the best in the world. But Swerve's like, "How can you be the best in the world when I'm the best in the world? I'm the champ, bitch." So he says, "We taking different career paths, but here we are, going to Forbidden Door at the same time, but I'm in the main event." Well, so is Ocean Spray, but anyway. So then Swerve asks if Don Callis is going to be helping Ocean Spray out, or try to win the belt. Try. So then Ocean Spray says, "I can do this by myself. I don't need those misfits, helping me out." Then starts listing off a bunch of wins, like, I beat Okada, I beat Jay White, I beat this guy, Danielson, And then Ospreay with the line of the night. "Bruv, while you had a hit row, I had a hit list." Oh, he mentioned hit row. Oh, sorry, shit row. Because all of them were shit. Pretty much, except for Swerve, of course. but we move up. And then he's like, what if Killshot, going back to Lucha Underground days, is just a bit off. So he's like, it doesn't matter what you do to me, because I'm gonna wake up without, because he says, Swerve, you're gonna wake up without that world title. So then Swerve says, well, you can thank me for your first pay-per-view main event in AEW. But he's like, what if I break your leg? What happens if you can't wrestle anymore? Who are you gonna be then? That's a point. So Swerve's like, I don't think you're ready to sacrifice the love of your wife or your son, which makes Ocean Spray a little bit pissy. He's like, don't you talk about my son ever again, Bluff! So Prince Nana, being a peacemaker, is like, oh, yeah, let's calm down here. So Swerve's like, it's like, what if I made it personal? I know we're friends, but what if I made it real personal, y'all? So Osprey's like, fuck this! I'm out of here! So he goes to leave, and then Swerve's like, cut his music! And he's like, oh, by the way, Will, say hello to Harry and Alex for me. So Osprey's like, motherfucker, Bluff! I'm like, fuck you up, Bluff! So they're about to, like, legit beat the fuck out of each other, but all they do is, like, nudge each other. And Nana gets out of dodge. I'm like, I don't think he wants any part of that. Oh, man. I can't wait for this match. It's going to be brutal. And I hope Ocean Spray wins the belt. And then gets rid of the Intercontinental belt, which he doesn't really need, but... who's going to beat him for that, though? I don't know. But we get that. So anyway, that segment was freaking epic. And I gave it 4.25 out of 5 stars. So that's pretty much it. Ugh. So I'm gonna lose it here. So it's on loop. It is hot. I got my freaking fan on me. And the AC cranking. I'm still fucking hot. But you knew that already. Right, ladies? But I digress. Alright, then we go to the back where we see Don Callis and his the family looking on. They're kind of concerned for Ocean Spray. He's like, is he okay? And Don's like, don't worry, everything's fine. Alright. We've got a match to worry about. Let's just focus on that. Alright, so we got that. Alright, then we go to the 8-man All-Star match. Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, Orange Cassidy, and Dante Martin take on Kyle Fletcher, ready! Takeshita and Zack Sabre Jr. Pretty chaotic match. Went all over the place. Almost 17-minute match. We're getting to the end. Cassidy does his fake Macho Man Randy Savage elbow and fell off the top rope. Gets a near fall as Zack Sabre Jr. made the save. And then Mark Briscoe comes in with Ring the Kung Fu. Takes Zack Sabre down. Then we get a whole bunch of people getting knocked down and knocked out almost. Dante Martin has a pair of flippy dippity doos. And then Mark adds an apron blockbuster to Takeshita on the outside. I thought he was going to go for the, bang! Cactus, Jack, dive off the apron like he usually does. Not this time, Mick. Well, I don't want him to do it anyway, because, I can do that. Okay. Go eat your Doritos. They're very tasty. I know, you want some? No. I got my own. I got Doritos! Yeah, but I laid, so what? I didn't have money to get Doritos. Well, next time I'll give you some for free. Oh, you didn't ask last time. Asshole. Don't you call him an asshole, Gilmore. Hey, okay, Terry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call your boy Cactus an asshole. Even though you called him an asshole many times in ECW. That's different. Okay. But did you know I was a hardcore legend in Japan? I know. Japan. #1. Forever. Okay, Terry, stop. Forever. And ever. You good? I'm good. Okay. Thank God. He's a wild man. Anyway. Alright, so Dante and Mark hit some flippy dippity doos. And then Zack Sabre Jr. locks in the European clutch. Wait, actually, he hits the European clutch. I don't even know what it is. For a near fall on Orange Cassidy. And then Kyle O'Reilly shoves him out of the way as Roddy hits it's that running knee of his. Not the sick kick, but it's the running knee. And then Orange Cassidy just, finished him off with the Orange Punch. Knocks out Roddy! 1, 2, 3, so the good guys get the win. Match was decent, 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. And then after the match, Jack Perry comes down to ringside, decks Dante Martin for no apparent reason, and then leaves Orange Cassidy and Zack Sabre Jr. to just stare each other down before their match next Sunday, which should be a banger. But we'll see. See what happens with that. We move on. Alright, then we get a video of Mercedes Moné, the CEO, otherwise known as the boss. She's ready to take on Stephanie Vaquer and win the New Japan Strong Women's Championship because of that title for title match. So it looks like Mercedes will win that belt that she should have won last year if she didn't get hurt against Willow. That's pretty much it. We move on. Alright. Then we see Roosh in the locker room, pissed off. So then Don Callis comes in, whispers something in his ear. Maybe Roosh and Don Callis are going to form a union. I don't know how that's going to work. So much for LFI. There is no LFI. I mean, Andrade's gone. All the other people that were in it are gone, pretty much. Just him. I miss Bandito. He's supposed to come back from injury. I think he hurt his shoulder. We haven't seen him in almost a year, I think. Maybe a few months or a year. But he's coming back, ladies and gentlemen. So if you miss Bandito, he'll be coming back. The former Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. That's that. I think Ring of Honor could use him. There's Ring of Honor right now. Ring of Horror. It's getting a little bit better. I mean, that Athena segment, you knew that was like a Mark Henry type thing. I'm gonna retire, I'm gonna drop the belt. But I just want you guys to know that I love you. And I'm never leaving! I'm not fucking leaving! I'm gonna be your Ring of Honor Women's Champion forever. And then Queen Aminata and Red Velvet had to fuck it up, pushing poor Billy Starks into Athena, and Athena had to sell the leg injury. Oh no! And everybody wants Athena to drop the belt at Death Before Dishonor. Will she? Maybe. If she doesn't, she has to lose that belt by Final Battle. Or at Final Battle. We said that for how many years now? The last 2 years, basically. Because she's at 560 days as of this video. 560 as your women's champion. That is amazing. For a Ring of Honor champion. I'm not talking about TNA Knockout champion or even the WWE, NXT Women's Championship or Raw and SmackDown. Nobody's held that belt longer than Athena has. Besides Nikki Slut Bella, but that doesn't count really. But I think she is the longest women's champion of the modern era, not of all time. Because I think of all time is Moolah. So, but it is what it is. I mean, Athena's doing good shit for women's wrestling right now. 560, my friends, and counting. For the forever champion. And we get that. Alright, after Don Callis sees Roosh, go to our next match, a tag team eliminator match, meaning if the Acclaimed beat the Young Bucks, they get a title shot at Forbidden Door. So, we have the Acclaimed, Max Caster, and Anthony Bowens, along with Daddy Ass, Billy Gunn, and just remember, ladies, scissor me, mommy ass! Alright, we get that. They take on the corporate Bucks! Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. So they come down first, and then the Acclaim come out. Billy Gunn is not there, even though he should have been. Wonder where he was. Don't answer that. Anyway, so Max Caster's about to do his rap. Yo! Listen! He's about to start the rap, and then his mic gets cut off by Okada, who's in the back pushing the button, push the button, push the button, push the button. And then they see him. Okada's like, oh, I hit the wrong button. Me so sorry. And then he paused for a little bit. He goes, bitch. I love Okada. Okada's like it. Okada is the new Ron Simmons. Damn. When you see Okada, you just gotta wait for that pause. Bitch. It's like when Io called Asuka, bitch! So Okada and Io have something in common. They like to call people bitch! But when Okada says it, it is funny as fuck! And he has a shirt, I think, out like of that now. I think he does. If he doesn't, somebody make that a shirt. And then send it to me. And that's pretty much it. Alright. It was an match, basically Anthony Bowens on one good leg. After they beat up Max Caster for most of the match, he fought like his life depended on it. But anyway, after they hit the EVP trigger on Bowens, Caster somehow breaks it up. Then we get a powerbomb sliced bread combo for an near fall on Anthony Bowens by the Bucks. And the Bucks are like, what? So then Nicholas Jackson brings in one of the tag team belts. And he's about to hit Anthony Bowens. And, Rick Knox is trying to, do whatever he could. Can't really do anything. And then Nicholas loads up and hits Matthew by accident. Oops. So that sets up the arrival by Bowens, and then Max Caster, I didn't even know he was the legal man, hits the mic drop. 1, 2, 3 in a little over 10 minutes. The Acclaim get a World Tag Team title shot, and we'll see that at Forbidden Door. Are they going to win? No. Probably not. I just can't see the Acclaim winning the tag team belts for, I believe, the second time. Because the Bucks just won them a few months ago, so I just can't see the Bucks with this whole elite, running AEW pretty much into the ground type thing going on. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. And that's that. So the Acclaimed and the Bucks should be a banger at Forbidden Door for those tag team belts. And we move on. By the way, Okada is defending the Continental Breakfast Championship this weekend. I forgot against who, but he's going to retain that. But it is what it is. That's that. Alright, moving along. Alright, then we go to back where we see Samoa Joe and his good buddy, do we send for the man? Yo, Hook! Get in here. Hook, ladies and gentlemen, with his Doritos. You stole it from Mick? Mick, did he steal your Doritos? No! Then, you're born with us. Oh, you're born from Red Hook, right? My man. He bought them at the store. He didn't have to get it from Mikey Ripwreck or anything. No, Mikey bought it from the store too. No, he didn't. Don't you lie to me. I know Mikey. Mikey doesn't buy them from the store. If it really takes... you want something? No. I got my own, I told you. Leave me alone. Anyway. Alright, so Samoa Joe and the Hook start talking about calzones. Okay. Then like, you sure you want to do this? And they're like, oh yeah. And then Mr. Speak and Spell Shibata is in the background, still holding the camera. They once again storm into the Premier Athletes locker room, but this time they don't find them. but there is a note on the chair, and it is a challenge for a 6-man tag team match on, I believe, on Collision. I think it's on Collision. So it's going to be Shibata, Hook, and Joe taking on Ari Daivari, Josh the Goods Woods, and the Pure Athlete Tony Nese, along with Smart Mark Sterling at ringside. So we'll get that this weekend. And do I care? No. We'll move on. Alright, after that we go to the contract signing for Timeless Tony Storm. Darling! Hug me, my bosom! Just remember, ladies and gentlemen, chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe! Okay, so, and my girl, Mina Shirakawa, along with her bestie, another hot piece of ace, Mariah May, looking oh so scrumptious. Alright, so we get some cheek kissing, not that cheek, imagine that though. Nothing wrong with that. I love this, kiss, all three of their asses, but, in a good way. But anyway, so Mariah May says, I love you both, man. But then Mina's like, Mariah, shut up. Be easy, be easy. Anyway, so Mina says Tony was a big deal in Stardom, but she is weak as champ. She's become soft. No, well, not like Big Cass was like, soft. So the fans like, we want Mina. You can't have her because she's mine. Mine! That's it, mine. Anyway, so it's like, Tony, at Forbidden Door, I'm going to take your title, and then I'm going to take my girl, Mariah May. Ha! And then we have Sushi. No. Well, Sushi in their own way. Anyway, so Mina signs the contract. So Tony gets on the mic and says, you better respect me or I will slap the tits off you. Oh, something wrong with that. But anyway, if you talk to my bestie Mariah May like that again, I am going to slap your titties off. Damn. Anyway, so Tony signs, and then Mina's like, Mariah, you must choose. Choose one of us to have sex with. Or both. So, right before she's about to make a choice, I guess, the Outcasts come out. Paige, Saraya Knight, and the lovely Harley Cameron come out and say, alright, enough of this love triangle. I'm getting sick of it. And then Saraya's like, I didn't come alone this time. So like, well, you got Harley Cameron. Who else do you got? Can't be Ruby because you threw her out like yesterday's garbage. So from behind, Anna Jay, the woman with a fat ass and a mean attitude, knocks him down. Big beat down. Tony takes off her shoe, cleans house, knocking people in the head with the shoe. I told you, watch out for the shoe. And then Tony goes for the sexy hip attack in the corner and missed. Actually, I think she was going to hit Saraya Knight with the hip attack through the table, but she missed, and she goes through the table. Ow! And then, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As the new Outcast now with Anna Jay, they lead the ring, and Mina has to check on Mariah May has to check on Mina and Toni Storm. So I guess we're gonna get a six woman tag team match coming up. All right, but I mean it didn't really further the Toni Storm Mina Shirakawa match that much. I mean, besides Mariah May having to choose, and I think she will choose wisely and not poorly. So Mariah May is going to turn on Toni Storm, and I don't think Mina's going to win the belt, but I do see her somewhere during the match, she starts helping Mina out a lot. And then after Toni wins the match, she's gonna get really pissy, and Mariah's like, oh, you want to go with your girl? Go with the girl. I don't need you anymore. And then Mariah May is going to win the Owen Hart Women's Tournament. And at All In her hometown, Mariah May will win the AEW Women's Championship like Saraya did last year. But she didn't win it because she was in the tournament. She just won it because she won a number 1 contenders match. And and I think Sheeta was there too, because Sheeta was the champ at that time. Well, we got that. And Sheeta's in the tournament too, taking on Deanna. I think who's she taking on? I forget. But we get that. Let me move on. Alright, so I gave all that 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we got a video for tonight, for the main event. Claudio Castagnoli and that bastard Pac in the first round, in the quarterfinals of the men's Owen Hart tournament. So we got that coming up. But first, we got the start of the women's tournament. We have Chris Statlander with the resident pimp himself, Stokely Hathaway. She takes on the native beast, Nyla Rose. Oh, they know a thing or two about each other, especially if you follow the indies, like a long time, like a few years ago, like I do. But it is what it is. Pretty decent match, under 8 minutes. Statlander wins after she crotches. Don't use that term with Nyla. Crotches. Nyla Rose up top. Hits Wednesday, really sloppy Wednesday Night Fever. Still got the win. She moves on, and she will take on either Willow Nightingale or Serena Deeb. And that match, I believe, is on Rampage tonight. So Willow is probably going to win that match. So we're going to see in the semifinals, Willow versus Chris Statlander in a revenge match from Double or Nothing, so. But I think Statlander's going to the finals to take on Mariah May at Forbidden Door. And Mariah May will win the Owen Hart Cup, and then start that pretty much almost 2-month build to their match in Wembley. And then we got that. And on the men's side, I think it's going to be Danielson is going to win that. Danielson's taking on Shingo, I believe, tomorrow night on Collision. And the winner of that faces the winner of Jeff Jarrett, J-E-W-F, J-A-R-R-E-T-T, that's Jeff Jarrett, taking on a wild card, whoever that might be. People say it's Hangman Adam Page. I don't think it's Adam Page. I think it's Ricochet. I guess we'll have to find out whenever that match happens. But we got that. I think the finals are going to be Danielson, and probably Jay White. Well, Jay White's in the tournament. I forget who he's facing. I know it's not Jay White. I forget. Jay White's facing somebody. I forget who it was. But I think he's going to win that. No, I know it's Danielson and... No, it's Danielson and Shingo, and then Jeff Jarrett in the wild card, and then I thought there was a third match in there. But in any event, I think Danielson's gonna win the Owen Hart Cup tournament, get the world title match at Forbidden Door, probably win it or lose it, because I think that's his last match anyway. Really, I don't think Danielson should win. I think Danielson should lose, thanks to a guy named Nigel McGuinness. So I think we're going to get that match we haven't seen since 2009, or 8 or 9. Nigel McGuinness finally coming back to wrestle, because we haven't seen him wrestle in a very long time, because he has hepatitis B or C, something like that. So he's finally going to come back in England, in his hometown, get a humongous pop, and beat Bryan Danielson to get that win back from Ring of Honor when Danielson left the company to go to WWE. And I was there for that, the Final Countdown. I think the name of the event was called the Final Countdown. No pun intended with the Europe song. And Danielson won the match. Everybody was going nuts. The entire roster comes out. He does a big speech and everything. Then he starts hugging fans. I was like one of them, so it was just great shit. Great shit that night in the Grand Ballroom. It should have been in the Hammerstein. but it was in the Grand Ballroom, the one upstairs, where it holds like 500, not even a lot of people. So, and the elevators don't work half the time. I told you about that story with me, a couple of fans, and Carl Anderson stuck in the elevator. Before Carl Anderson joined the Bullet Club, by the way. That is a moment that you can't forget. I mean, if it was like somebody like Okada, that would have been epic. Like Okada's like screaming in Japanese. You probably call the people, the elevator guy, bitch, something like that. You fix now. But how much fun would it be to have like Okada and then a freaking, stuck in the elevator with Okada? What are you gonna talk about? Hey Okada, what do you want to talk about? I don't know. I want to have sushi. I want to go out to dinner. Well, there's a burger joint, next door. You want to go there? I mean, back in the day, a lot of Ring of Honor stars went to the TikTok Diner, which is right next door to the Hammer Scene. I mean, it was fun. But it was kind of annoying because, the wrestlers are trying to eat their late night dinner. After the show dinner, they want to have a bite before they go to the next city or they have to go on a plane somewhere. They want to eat. I mean, come on, leave them alone. I forgot what show it was, but me and Rosa went out for a late night dinner at the TikTok Diner, and Prince Nana was sitting right across from us. It was hilarious. I mean, took a picture with Nana, Rosa took one, because she loves Nana. Not like that, but it was fun. It was a great time. And that's it. Alright, let me finish this off. Alright, so Chris Statlander advances in the Owen Hart tournament. She'll face either Willow or Serena Deeb in the semifinals. And we got that. Match itself was okay. 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. After the match, Stokely calls out Willow Nightingale, who pops up on the screen and says, I'll see you in the parking lot. No, I mean in the second round. Pretty much she will. That's pretty much it. Alright, then we're going to look back at Private Party. Isaiah Cassidy, or Brother Zay, and Mark Quinn beat the living shit out of Chris Jericho and the rest of the Learning Tree, the Jericho Vortex, last week. So then we see them getting ready for their upcoming match, which really doesn't really happen, I don't think. Anyway, but the Learning Tree comes in, Jericho warns them to avoid the Pile Driver! And he's like, that don't work for me, brother. When he was in Mexico, he was like a god in Mexico. Looking at the camera. I'm like, okay, Jericho, you're being weird again. Stop it. Alright, so we got that. And then I think this weekend, we got, Private Party taking on, I think, 2 members of the Learning Tree. I don't know if it was Jericho and Big Cass, or Jericho and Brian Keith, or Brian Keith and Big Cass. I don't know who it is. That's that. Alright, then we go to a 60-second filler match. We got the Dancing Fool. Yes! Daniel Garcia. Oh, I gotta change to SmackDown. Some of that. A minute in. Alright, so we got the Dancing Fool, Daniel Garcia, in a 60-minute squash match against Red Titus Digital Love. The romantic touch. Yeah, Red Titus signing. And he gets beat up and pretty much loses in a minute. Well, you're collecting your $500. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Right? You got a family and everything. Sucks that he's doing that. When he was a former Ring of Honor TV champion, former Ring of Honor Tag Team champion with Kenny King. I wish Kenny King would go to AEW and they reform the All Night Express. I really wish they did, but they don't. Did I just see Bray Wyatt? Oh, there he is. I did see Bray Wyatt. Wyatt 6? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so SmackDown has officially started. We're off and running. Alright, so we gotta get a recap, a long as fuck recap of Clash at the Crappy Castle. Well, Botch Fest at the Castle. So we got that. Alright, so Daniel Garcia wins with the Red Cross in 60 seconds. Match I gave a dud because I didn't care about it. After the match, Cage of Agony comes in, so it's beating him down. And then Matt Maynard, who was on commentary for the match, he gets beat down 3-on-2. And then, of all people, MJF comes out for the save, but then he gets beaten down. And then Will Ocean Spray comes out, surprisingly, makes the save. And then Ocean Spray and MJF kind of like bump backs, not like that. They bump into each other, and then they have an epic stare down. I'm like, ooh, that could be interesting for All In. Now, is it for the international title? That remains to be seen. If if Ocean Spray wins the world title from Swerve, which he may or may not, I think he's gonna get screwed somehow. I just do. I want him to win, but I think there might be some chicanery. That's that. All right, we move on. All right, after that, we go to break. We see Brian Cage come up to Will Ocean Spray. They start yelling at each other, and then we get a title match for the Intercontinental title on Collision. Obviously, Ocean Spray's going to win that. Obviously. And we get that. All right, so we had Clash of the Castle recap, and then we have Drew quitting WWE on Raw. So he's going to show up tonight? I hope so, and he beats the fuck out of CM Puke. But we got that. So we got SmackDown's fallout from Clash of the Castle tonight. So we got that. We got the Money in the Bank qualifying matches for the men and the women. Melo's in one, Randy Orton, Kevin Steen, Tama Tonga. More with the Bloodline. Maybe with Cody. What happened after the match with Cody and everything. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so we are... What arena? Is this the Wintrust Arena? I don't even know what arena we're in. In Chicago! And I think we're going to start with a guy named Phil. Yep, pretty much we're starting with Phil. Here comes CM Puke! Ugh. Right here, Bella. Right here! Oh, there he is. He just ran out. He's running out, kissing babies, hugging people that he doesn't even know, bumping into the fat fucking security guard, and now he's like doing a tightrope walk on the barricade, or on the steps of the barricade that hold up the barricade, whatever it is. I'm like, you're gonna get hurt, and I hope you do. No, I'm kidding. We'll move on. It's Clobber time! No, it's not. It's Boring Fest! It's time to get bored! It's stupid time! Who are you hugging? Who are you hugging? All these people you're hugging kids now. What the fuck, man? Grabbing his fucking flag that looks like the Israeli flag or the Hamas flag, whatever it is. Ugh, I just want to puke uncontrollably right now. Fuck you, CM Punk. Fuck you. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so we got that. So Ocean Spray and Brian Cage for the Intercontinental title on Collision. And I think we all know Ocean Spray will win, and that's it. Alright, then we go to our main event of the evening. First round match in the Men's Owen Hart Tournament. We have Claudio Castagnoli of the Blackpool Cuck Club taking on the bastard Pac with Bryan Danielson, crying Bryan Danielson on commentary. This match wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty damn good. Pretty good. 11-minute match. Back and forth they went. Pac reversed the Rigola bomb into the Brutalizer, which gets reversed into the Sharpshooter. I mean, it's for Owen. Why not? That almost gets broken up, so Claudio switches into the Crossface, another move by a so-called Canadian, but he's a bitch, rotting in hell. So Pac gets out of that. They trade fruit roll-ups for a near fall, but Pac somehow manages to keep Claudio down for the 1, 2, 3 in 11 minutes. So Pac will move on into the next round, see who he faces next, and that's it. Claudio's like, what the fuck? And Daniels is like, impressive. We get that. And Punk's sitting, Indian style, is about to drop a boring as fuck pipe bomb that nobody cares about. If nobody's there to hear a pipe bomb, then it doesn't matter. Alright, we get that. Alright, so, good match. 3.25 out of 5 stars for Pac and Claudio. Danielson's all impressed. But, you know, after the match, Pac's like, shake hands, brother. Claudio's like, no, I'm out of here. And he is mad. He is like pissed. Wouldn't you? I would be too. Like losing to Pac, but come in. So Pac kind of looked like he took offense to that. And then Danielson's trying to like calm Claudio down, basically to no end. But then the show ends and then goes fade to black. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Claudio now. I think he's just gonna be a wreck right now. But there is one more member of the Blackpool Cut Club in the tournament. That is Danielson as he takes on Shingo Takagi, 1/3 of the New Japan 6-man tag team champions, or the never openweight champions of the world, with Bushi and Hiromu Takahashi. So you got that. You also got Naito going after John Moxley and the IWGP Championship, which I don't think Naito's gonna win. But then again, who knows? I think Moxley will lose that belt probably by Power Struggle in September. I don't know if he's defending it at the G1. I don't think. Yeah, I think he might be in it too. I think. I don't know, but I don't have the brackets in front of me. But if he was, we'll see. He's talking about boring as fuck shit. I can't think of this anymore. Blah, 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 blah. Like Mussolini! You know? Look in my eyes, what do you see? I got us barely on TV. Pretty much. That's it. That's it. I sing way better than Corey Glover ever could. No, I'm kidding. No. I can never be like Corey Glover of Living Colour, the great band that it is. But I digress. Alright, so that ends Dynamite. And it wasn't that bad, but the ratings, not so good, Al. But still, I thought it was a pretty good show. I'm not being biased, I'm just being real. This is my opinion. So I gave Dynamite 7 out of 10 stars. So we'll see what happens tonight on Rampage. Should be a pretty good show with some of those great New Japan stars you know and love. Shingo's going to be on the show taking on Dalton Castle, the Peacock. El Phantasmo's on the show. Gabriel Kidd, member of the Bullet Club. He's on the show in a tag team match, I believe. So that should be fun. You see Gabriel Kidd, the guy who beat Eddie Kingston to become the New Japan Strong Openweight Champion. I don't even know if he still has that belt. But, you know, he's still part of the Bullet Club for now. And, that's that. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. 7 out of 10 stars for Dynamite. Was a pretty decent show for what it was worth. Still, the ratings 502,000. So we'll see what happens with Rampage and Collision this weekend, and what happens tonight on SmackDown. But I'll be back later, right on my Killer of Demons channel with your SmackDown Rampage review for tonight. Maybe I'll get that Shane McMahon video up later tonight as well, and then tomorrow afternoon, TNA and Ring of Honor review in one video, and then later that night, your Collision review, and anything else comes your way this weekend or tomorrow, I will be here to give it to you. And that's pretty much it. I am going to be doing a special video for Donald Sutherland, who passed away, I think it was yesterday or the day before. So I'm going to do that video properly. Also, member of the original Hawaii 5-0 passed away today. So I'm going to do that, because Hawaii 5-0 was a great show for me growing up. So another hit to my childhood. So I'm going to talk about those two deaths, and a little bit more on tomorrow. So maybe a triple threat tomorrow. So we'll see what happens with that. So hit that bell, so when those videos do go up, you'll be the first to see it. And that's pretty much it. Then Sunday, pretty much doing nothing. Oh, the Wise Man is here.
My name is Paul Heyman.
Oh, this should be interesting. Paul Heyman is a, Punk is a Paul Heyman guy. This should be very interesting. I'm gonna go watch this now. So, thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, fuck the CM Punk Baba! And fuck the Yankees, fuck the fans, and fuck all you CM Punk marks too. That's all I gotta say about that. Until next time, if you're not down with that, well, fuck you, man! And that's it. I'm out of here. Be sure to tip your waitress. And until next time, my friends, peace!